Hi guys, this is Ratchet, and we are playing Criminal Case, Supernatural Investigations, Case 11, a one-wolf open sleigh. Let's launch out the tree and somebody screaming werewolf in the market. Katrina, did someone just scream werewolf? It's coming from here, the Christmas market. Quick, we gotta find this werewolf before he wreaks havoc. Okay, who is it? It's just a reindeer. Katrina, I think we found a werewolf, but it's a reindeer. Werewolves don't have antlers like these, do they? This beast looks more like a common reindeer. Rupert, here you are. Katrina, I apologize. This is all my fault. I can explain. Santa? You scared a market goer so dead with your reindeer in a werewolf's disguise. I can't wait to hear your explanation. Yeah, Santa, what was that about? Santa? Who are you thinking dressing up your reindeer as a werewolf? You broad daylight at the Christmas market. Katrina, I take full responsibility for Rupert. He meant no harm to honest market goers. See, it's to do with that rude woo you asked about. I wanted to teach her a lesson. I knew how she felt about werewolves and supernatural creatures in general, and I wanted to prank her. You wanted to prank her? Is that what you do, Santa? I'd dressed Rupert up last night and took it to the slope top. I instructed him to wait for Root to appear, then jump out and give her a fright. But Rupert got bored and ran away before dawn. He's never been very obedient. I've been chasing him all morning, in vain. I'm very sorry about the upheaval. So let me get this straight. You and your fake werewolf ran away from the crime scene just before the victim arrived and got killed by a real werewolf? Sure, you can't think I'm going around asking killing supernatural hunters, Katerina. At Christmas no less. I apologize once more, but now I must depart. I promised the ski lift guy some cocoa. We could both use a hot drink and some company. Katrina, I don't mean to be a grump, but Santa's prank with a fake werewolf didn't help this investigation. We better scour the market for more useful clues. That's right. Let's investigate the market. Why do I need the ornament? Katrina, is that a hidden camera in the star ornament? Well, that's a plot twist. Who are they spying on the customers? You're right, both Ruth and Archeo came to this market, so whoever hid that camera, we should unlock it. And that notebook has Priya's name on the cover. I recognize it. She takes notes in it while she works. Katrina, we should take a peek before we give the notebook back to Priya. We can only convince her of her innocence if we know the full truth, right? It's time to crack this case wide open. That's right. Alright, let's unlock the spy camera in this ornament. Great, you unlocked the hidden camera. Let's see what Hope makes of the footage. Okay. And that's gonna be 9 hours. Now the notebook. Oh. Oh! Oh, you had a grudge against the root. Of course. Katarina, these are Priya's case notes. Nothing suspicious, right? Lab results, chemistry. But, okay, so here's root, a skull and crossbones, and the crosshairs of a target, with the Rockies in the background, so it's recent. Katrina, it looks like Priya's been preoccupied with Root ever since that San Francisco encounter. She never mentioned it, but, you know, she doesn't like to talk about that whole werewolf thing. Alright, we should go and see Priya. I just hope she's feeling better now. Okay. Priya, you found proof that I killed Root, right? That must be why you're here. Priya, we're just here to cross our I's and dot our T's. I mean... You found my notebook, didn't you? I must have dropped it at the market last night when I saw Root. So you know I couldn't put her out of my mind ever since she attacked me. I tried everything, even self-help books, but... The truth is, I've been planning revenge ever since. Planning revenge? Nonsense! You bottled up a huge trauma and Durley helped you cope. Don't you get it, Katarina? I didn't just happen to break free the night Root was hunting in the mountains. I had a motive. I went after her like a predator. Priya, we have no proof that you did anything. Hating Root is not a crime. Shucks, I hate her myself. You just think you're guilty because you still haven't accepted you're a werewolf. Don't tell me how I feel about being a werewolf. You have no idea. Now just go. Leave me alone. Oh my god. What was this spy cam filming? And whose it is? Whose is it? Katarina, with this camera from the market, your case is as good as sold. Don't tell me that there's a killer here. The footage proves two things. One, it was Ruth Wu who set up the camera. It recorded her face as she adjusted the angle. Ruth? She was secretly recording the market goers? Indeed. As for the second discovery, have a look yourselves. Okay, let's see. I smell that hunter's repulsive scent on this camera. How dare she? Ah, the full moon is calling. With every minute, my anger grows. I will find her and hunt her down. Oh, she's a werewolf. Holy snowballs, Katrina. That was a vendor from the market transforming into a werewolf. Gotta admit I didn't expect that. But Ruth suspected something. That must be why she set up the camera. Meanwhile, Miss Strong also figured out Ruth was after her, and she was angry. She said she'd hunt her down at full moon. Katrina, we must find Annette Strong now. We know that you're a werewolf. Miss Strong, we need a word. We know you're a werewolf. Very well, hunters. See, I also know who you are. Katrina, your reputation has reached me. They say you seek justice, not bloodshed, unlike that other one. We don't condone hunters like Ruth Wu, but we won't let her murder go unsolved either. So tell us, did you kill her after you transformed? Oh, I was tempted. The full moon was rising, just like my anger. It was almost unbearable. And if anyone deserved to die, that woman did. She was out to get me. But I have my pack to think about, and I know that spilling human blood is not the way to protect them. A pack? There's a whole pack of werewolves here? And you're their leader? You're kidding, right? Why did you think Ruth was looking around these mountains? I wasn't her only target. She wanted to hunt us all down. Looks like I have some more detective work to do. Now leaving with my copy of The Slopes and the Self. I need to rest after my transformation. Oh, it could be you, and you sure look like you had a motive for murder. Katrina, this case is an avalanche of surprises. We learned that Santa is prone to practical jokes, and that Priya's werewolf identity crisis is worse than we thought. But the real shocker is that a harmless cocoa and yarn vendor is the alpha werewolf. She thinks her pack is why Ruth was so interested in these mountains. This romantic winter resort is teeming with werewolves, and one of them killed Ruth. I agree. We should go back to the crime scene to finally catch them. Okay. Katria, that book is The Slopes and the Self. The self-help book our killer reads. And sure enough, page 37 is missing, which means this copy belongs to our killer. Let's get a sample of that creepy substance on the cover. And I agree, we should check that box of ski gear too. We're in the home stretch, Katrina. Let's get this werewolf. Okay. Whoa, that went fast. Katrina, let's get this sample from the curious book to Ben pronto. Okay. Okay, now let's look through the gear. Oh, glow when it's covered in blood. Katrina, the glow we found in that box looks really battered. It's blood stained and there are holes through every finger, like claws burst through them. Oh, you're right, this glow must belong to our killer werewolf. Let's send it to Ben. Okay. What's the creamy substance from the book? Katrina, I just got off the phone with my dad. He loved the coffee I sent him from New Mexico, and he wishes you a Merry Christmas. Aw, thank you. That's lovely, Ben. With everything going on, I almost forgot it was Christmas. Well, I almost forgot it was Christmas because it's... Well, now it's February when I'm recording this video, so... Chin up. You're really close to catching this murderous werewolf. I know what the sound from their book is. Face cream to heal windburn. Windburn is when the cold air and sun turns your cheeks red. Very common when you spend time outdoors in the cold. Be sure to look for a killer with it. Yeah, I think I noticed that. Got it. This Ratchet killer doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell now. Okay. Okay, now the glow. Hey Katrina, Ben and I were talking about Priya and how we first met her. You saved her from a werewolf that attacked and turned her, right Ben? Yeah, I treated her physical wounds, but Priya still lost a big part of her life that night. When I offered her a place on the team, she refused. I talked her into it because we really needed her skills. I wonder now if I was selfish. Asked too much of her, you know. Anyway, we know this is a social call. You need lab results for that glow. So first, the blood on it was a match for the victim. And the holes were pierced by the killer's werewolf claws as they burst through the fabric. But I found something else too. Tiny white hairs from an Angora rabbit. Angora rabbit hair is used to make fuzzy earmuffs. Very handy in this climate, so look for a killer wearing earmuffs. Yes, I noticed that also. Got it. Our killer wears furry earmuffs. We're closing in on them, Katrina. That's right. Katrina, we have all the evidence against the werewolf who killed Root Wu. Time to confront them. That's right. You look like you could be a werewolf, but you're not the werewolf. And it's not you, and you're the alpha werewolf, so I think we are going to meet in another case here. But for now, it's the ski lift operator, and he does look like he can be a werewolf. So, let's see what you're hiding, dude. Or should I say, we know that you're a werewolf. Sam Ellis, you're busted. You're a werewolf and you killed Root Wu. So, you guys know about werewolves, huh? You are managers of the Sky Resort. You're hunters like Root. Hunters, yes, but not like Root. We only go after creatures that hurt humans. And you did. You brutally gored Root early in the morning today. Why? Because I recognized her. When she showed up on the slopes, I knew she was my old enemy. Katrina, Root Wu killed my son when he was just a child. Our werewolf cub. He was just playing in the forest, too young to be a danger to anyone. But Root shot him with a silver bullet anyway, and then she laughed. How can something like that be forgiven, Katarina? Root killed your son? My goodness. I knew she was heartless, but this is terrible. It was years ago, Katrina, but it hurts the same as on the day I held him lifeless in my arms. I never forgot his killer's face. But when she turned up here on the slopes, she didn't recognize me. I knew the full moon was coming. My plan was made. My memories of last night are hazy. When we transformed, we were in a different savage world. It was the beast in me that killed her, but for human grief. Mr. Ellis, this is a heartbreaking story, but you must answer for what you've done. Even if there is no homicide investigations, as the police believe a common wolf killed Root. Katrina, I don't wish to evade punishment. Take me to Annette. She's our alpha. You belong to Annette Strong's werewolf pack? Then she'll determine your punishment for the murder. Root was evil just as she is today, before she died. Can't believe what she did. Sam Ellis, these hunters tell me you killed a human to avenge your child's death. It's true, but I'm not asking for forgiveness. I did what was right by my own heart. What you did was selfish and it brought shame and danger to the whole pack. You behaved exactly like the savage beast Root Wu believed us all to be. But my pack isn't a bunch of savages. You're exiled. Go be a lone wolf and fend for yourself. I accept my punishment. Perhaps roaming the mountains and forests alone will ease my pain one day. Farewell. Well, I think that went well. For him. Because he's not gonna get arrested by the real police. Katrina, I heard the werewolf that killed Root Wu was banished. Such a relief. I apologize for freaking out. I was no help during the case, and you were also worried about me. Nonsense, you had a terrible fright. And you were right, none of us can imagine what you've been through. But the case is solved and we can focus on what really matters. Fun, snow, and Christmas! Come on, Katarina, there's a lot to do. And not just Christmas. It's also about finding out who the demon among us is. Oh, the Call of the Wild. I think I'm going to like this new district, seeing that I'm going to investigate werewolves. Alright, we gotta stop here, we gotta continue playing the Call of the Wild #1. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!